You're listening to the drama audio story where your IQ will always be respected. I wish you all the best. My writing is the real Venus. But because of illness, he had to go abroad for treatment from a young age. I have not been able to set foot in the house. My mother's adopted daughter showed a veil of skin. My sister, I'm really glad you're back. The school club is in a hurry today. I can't go to the airport with my mom. Her voice is soft, every word as prepared. I politely raise my glass of water to drink. The hot water makes my hands shake. The cup fell to the floor, crumbling to pieces. Sorry, I'll clean it up now. I want to bend over. It's like a weak little rabbit. Being pitiful makes it hard for others to blame. I tilted my head slightly towards the stairs, where my mother is slowly coming down, in her eyes full of discomfort. The corners of my lips curled into a cold smile. It's ridiculous. You think you're fit to stand here? It's fake with me. Lady. Welcome back home. The butler bowed in reverence, took the handbag from my mother's hand. I'm glad I haven't seen you in a long time. I smile. Hello, miss. It's so nice to see you again. Your health is much better now. I'm almost fine. From a small, frail state, the 8-year-old had to go abroad for treatment. My parents and brother always visit. But in the mind, home is still the place that makes me feel most secure. Welcome back. The call came as soon as I walked in the door. In front of me was a strange girl. I frowned in my memory. I've never had a sister. This is the place I told you about. Mother introduced, then asked, softly frowning. I don't have a class today, Mom. I know you're back today, so I've arranged for work at the club, and I'll be right back. I hurried to answer the voice. My mother just nodded and looked at me. His eyes must be tender. I sat in the living room for a moment. Go to see if the bedroom is ready. Here that Van Du gently tightened his fist, in the eyes of a glimpse of self-pity. But my mother didn't notice. Just smile at me and walk up the stairs with your back. I don't care. Put your back on the sofa. Butler blessing. Immediately the wrong person brought the fruit and cake. After a while, follow the servant. A glass of water in front of me. It is easy to drink some water. Thank you. I hold the glass. But the water was scorching hot. I instinctively let go. Glass of water falling to the ground, crumbling. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just think you're a little weak. Don't drink cold water, pour warm water. Just said, and you just bent down and shivered and knelt down to tidy up. Eyes and tears look so pathetic that the AI will also She's the one who was raped. I look at my red hand, laughing in the cold. Hot water is obviously boiling water. I looked up and saw my mother standing on the stairs. If you look at this, and Van Du, the corners of his lips curled slightly like a passing ray of interest. I understood this farce right away. When you catch my eye, she quickly glanced at her mother. Then you can choose the most hidden corner. Challenging lips in the room. This house can only have one lady. Guess who I'll choose? I laughed out loud. It's ridiculous. Your mother's a little tired. I smiled. Have you finished cleaning the room? I was not afraid and immediately changed my voice. Mom, she didn't mean to. She glanced at her scratching hand, then hastily hid behind. Weak face. His stealthy gaze towards me was full of meaning. I can hold my hand and let you help me clean it up. Butler blessing. Take the medical box for wound treatment. Don't let outsiders see it. They think they treat others badly. I can't believe you said that. Van Wanzu bit her lips with tears and looked at her mother warmly. But I don't care. He just turned to me with a gentle look. Come and see your room. I've been very well prepared. Completely different attitudes as to opposing worlds. When turning across the stairs, I deliberately turned my head, smiling and laughing. He was angry downstairs. I want to make you hate me, and take all the love and glory of their home. Unfortunately, she was wrong from the beginning. She's my biological mother. In this house, the only person who is protected and loved is me. After all, it's just adoption. It was a baby that my mother received because of her temporary softness. Replace me. Illusory dreams. Actually, I didn't hate her before. I told you that year. Being surprised by a dog attack in the main residential area. So you helped Laura. Even if I fall down injured, it's touching. After the investigation, I found out she's just a gardener's daughter. No, Mom lives with Dad in the dorm. I was going to compensate. But when I visited her, in a trance that hugged my mother, cried to my mother, it made me proud to adopt him. When you tell me, I used to say, she's your age, she's lying there skinny. I suddenly thought you couldn't leave. I used to be grateful too, because without her, I may have been in danger that day. But my family is rich enough to support one more. That lake is my mother's benefactor. So, over the years, any request from Van Du, just need parents are all responsive. Sometimes my affection is beyond me, my own child abroad. Maybe that's what made her delusional. I think I'm really seen as a golem. Sorry, her greed never had a limit. Later, when the admission process is completed, I went to the same school as my brother, and so on. More coincidence. She and I were in the same class. Hello everyone, I am a researcher. Looking forward to help in the coming time. I confidently introduced Thu on the podium. You and I are sitting here. Happy to wave your hand as if you were friendly. I walked past you, smiling faintly, Vandu. My mother gave birth to a daughter. I don't have a sister either. And you're older than me. Such a name is not appropriate. I chose a place by the window and sat down. Immediately behind the voice of Jiamin Hachat. It's just that he was abandoned abroad. I have come back today and dare to boast. It's not even an abandoned corner. I laughed in my heart. I've been abroad for medical treatment since I was 8 years old. I'm almost always there. My brother also spent the entire holiday with me. My father is busy, but he visits often. How was the city abandoned? You don't have to think about the rumors. I grinned and asked him what he said. Then she bent her face and did not dare to admit it. But the guy in the back raised his voice. Don't be arrogant. If I'm here, don't be a bully. The words he uttered made me even more interested. I calmly replied, excuse me for asking a question. I've been abroad since I was 8. I've only been back a week, just once on the day of water. Why am I bullying her again? I looked at the guy behind me. You're obviously jealous of your dog. Your parents are all in love. That's why envy is born in your heart. The day you returned, accidentally dropped the glass of juice, and so you have to clean up. She hurt her hand. And you dare say you're not a bully. Others? I couldn't help but laugh when I heard it. Really, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. All the time. I have to be jealous of Vi, and so on. I raised my eyebrow, soft but sarcastic voice. That's what I told you. Or is she just pretending to be happy? Then you figure it out. The boy choked, forever unable to utter a single rebuttal. Because, that's right, I went to school with bandaged hands. When someone asks, she just wept softly. Softly said that I was cleaning the glass when I accidentally cut it. Then he said, my sister is back. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to bring you a glass of water. Probably so. I can't believe I'm so frank. She got up in a panic and tried to leave. I don't hide contempt in my eyes. Look at what the shadow wants to run away from. Vivandu, I think. There's something between us that needs to be made clear. It was easy for the ancients to make up. And clarity is difficult. I still have to go to this school. My honor is not to allow AI to defame. If we don't cut the rumors early, it will become a reality in the eyes of others. That's right, where are you going? Some of you seem to believe me. Immediately step 2, block the road of Vandu. I slowly spoke in a calm but clear voice. My mother has been abroad with me for many years. My father and brother are busy. They only focus on things related to me. Outside I don't care much. That's why I have a chance to be my mother's adopted son. Based on money and the name of their house. To become more and more arrogant, especially when you go to college, around people who don't know her past. Voodoo. I thought no one in my family knew anything. But the truth is, the homeroom teacher soon reported to my mother. She also reminded me many times, I am sorry that someone is so stupid. I really feel like a princess. Of course there are admirers in the school, but not a few people hate her hypocrisy. He looks at me angrily now. My eyes were red as if they were about to cry. I am so sorry for your loss. Of course, don't be too much. That's right, Vandu didn't do anything to you. Why are you so harsh? Some people can't stand to speak up. I shrugged my shoulders. What did I do to her? I just thought, let the person in the audience hear what you are about to say. Don't tell me to make up later. Some girls next to me. You guys are blind because of your fans. People haven't spoken out yet. You've already wagged your own tail. Maybe you don't want to be human anymore. I want to be a loyal dog. Those words sound really refreshing. I kept my polite smile, eyes fluttered. I don't care about the curious looks around me. I just returned to the water. I don't know where you heard the rumors. He gave me such a hostile look. My health was poor and I had to go abroad for treatment. There is no such thing as being abandoned by your family. Speculation. All those years, my mother is almost always there to take care of. My brother took the crown. We often visit during the winter and summer holidays, love or not. It's something that doesn't need a lot of evidence. My brother is Feng's friend. I see Feng go abroad every year. He said to stay with his sister. I know this too. My cousin also went to the same class as you. That's right. Of course we believe you. I'm not surprised that someone came forward to confirm. Though Sao, most of the students here come from families, have a position of knowing each other more or less. Even if I don't explain. They don't dare be too much for me. An official lady of their house. but I don't have to. I was hurt by the words, weaving a Vivendu, to live in suspicious eyes, malicious gossip, or the coldness of friends around. Because everyone knows a lie that's been told over and over again. It is also true in the eyes of the world. I smiled in a cool, calm voice, and one more thing. I'm just my mother's adopted son. She didn't bring them down. They have no blood relation to their family. But my eyes stopped on me. She continued slowly. That day when you helped my mother, driving away the ferocious dog in the neighborhood, I really appreciate it. So even in the meantime, she accidentally fell and got hurt. The entire family's medical expenses I paid for. Did your father even receive compensation? Little clown. The fate between us should stop there. But my mother was gentle. I feel sorry for my mother who is the same age as me. That's why I adopted you. The whole class was silent. It turns out that adoption is not that simple. There's a lot of hidden love that no one ever thought of. I have a sore chin looking straight at you. Dare to ask them how they treated Miss Rossau. All eyes are on you. She's wearing expensive clothes, worth several 10 million, sparkling gold and silver jewelry. It's estimated to be $1 million. Every time I go to class, they're all showing off new handbags and accessories. Just for once driving away a dog for my mother to enjoy such a precious flower. In fact, their house was too generous, even to the point of excess. A friend said if it's his family, maybe just give me some money as a reward. Everyone knows that Vandu often looks like their lady, but it's actually just a foster daughter. The real story just needs a little investigation. At school, she's arrogant. Not a few times, but their house never spoke. So there are actually some naive people really believe that an adopted child has a different surname, darling, more than my own. They suffer from Vi's weak appearance and vague narratives to take advantage of without even knowing. But most of the conscious AI understands. My son is forever my son. Before that, because it is impossible. Many people are mistaken, loved by my family so much. I respect my parents' face. I dare not touch her. Now the truth is out. The eyes that look towards you are filled with contempt. The food of their house, they wear their clothes and get the best education. But turn to slander. It's the only daughter in this family. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Of course I shouldn't fight my mother. You know what? Since childhood, I have lacked my mother's love. The eye's voice choked with tears streaming down. I really like my aunt. But in my heart, I'm afraid that when you come back, I won't need you anymore. That's why I made all these things. I was wrong. Please forgive me. She sobs to the brim with tears. The students stood around looking at each other, and then he looked back and forth between me and you. Someone whispered softly, "Are we going too far?" Immediately another voice spoke. "It's too much." Of course, I didn't scold her. You clearly cry yourself. It's like the whole class is bullying her. She doesn't make up stories in class every day. Libel, of course, or what? She is the real mother of nature. Where does she fight? The atmosphere was swirling. The chatter was floating around. Some people are still trying to defend themselves. Since childhood, he has suffered a lot of pain. We are honorable children. You have to measure up to her. And of course, their lady can't give up a little or so. That kind of talk really makes people seven. Someone immediately objected. It's not the kind of generosity with other people's money, Sao. What does her suffering have to do with research? There are countless more suffering people in the world. Maybe we should make someone else take care of it. The situation gradually slipped from Vandu's prediction. She was crying desperately. That you will get consent. Who doubts in exchange for suspicious looks? Disgusted. The moment her cry stopped, Len's red eyes stealthily watched everyone's reactions. I laughed. It's pathetic. My gaze turned to my son, still trying to defend. Come on, brother. Keep talking. He bit his teeth, his face flushed. Stubborn, keep an eye on me, even though you say that. But you're clearly bullying. If not, where did the wound on her hand come from? I miss you and your cold voice. Why should I bully her? I am more beautiful, richer than having loving parents and brothers. So what's the reason for me to humble myself and bully her? He was silent and could not refute. I sighed and decided to say let us go. That day, he brought me a tray of water. Because of the courtesy I took. I can't believe there's boiling water in the glass. I have a reflux burn. Let go. She knelt down to clean up and got hurt. It's just that. The dead boy couldn't speak. But still trying to argue. That's just one side of you. I'm smirking. The words are not only from the back. I looked straight at the crowd. More. The AI in the house carries a tray to carry a glass of water. You are not because I can't hold that glass of water. The white face trembled and spoke. I'm sorry. I see my mother favoring you, so I'm jealous of you. Even though she is also my mother, I won't fight anymore from now on. Her voice trembled. The tears that fall are full of pity. I saw the intent in her eyes. Voodoo. I want to use this excuse of lack of love. You just need someone soft. She can turn the tide again. but I won't let it. If you know how to respect your mother, I don't mind continuing to let her live well. But she's using my family's name. Silently incite your classmates against me. If I am weak today, afraid that tomorrow will be cornered with no way out, I definitely pull out the phone. Press a familiar number. What are you going to do? Van do 7 business Lao, to jerk the phone light, eyes as ferocious as an animal cornered. You want to force me to death? I calmly look back. What about you instigating your classmates to isolate me? They don't want to put me to death. I took a breath and adjusted my expression, pretending to be pale. Are you studying? A worried classmate came forward. I whispered, no, it's just an old disease. 15 is okay abroad. The doctor told me not to get too excited. I took the bottle out of the bag and poured 2 pills into it. The face gradually recovered. The silent air enveloped. There are many eyes that show fear. My goal has been achieved. I just didn't notice. In that moment, eyes fluttered and stared. Watched the vial in my hand. The look was dark and strange. The phone on the hands vibrated. I pressed the button to hear my mother's familiar soft voice. It's like warm water flowing into the heart. What's the story? Suddenly I called for you. Today is my first day of school in the country. How it feels. Are you familiar? I pressed my lips against those feelings. She gently replied, your mother is not okay. Just remember, you should call. The moment I saw my mom call back, I understood. You don't have to be tough anymore. Tenderness and tolerance, that's the most deadly blow. I glanced at her. The corners of her lips curled up with a smile full of malice. It's a coincidence that I went to the same class. Her voice paused for a moment and then calmly spoke. If you don't like it, I'll talk to the teacher. Arrange a class change for her. Remember to come home early in the evening. My brother and boy, they just returned home after the competition. I knew you were back. He wants to wait for you to come home for dinner. My mother's attitude proved it all. I don't need many words. Yundu's clumsy lie fell apart on its own. Under the eyes of my friends bawled. I'm running away from the class. I can't believe she's such a person. I used to think their house was so bad. With that small mind, who's smart enough to see it? I want to compete for the position of the lady, but only know how to use some of these cheap tricks so there is no blood relationship based on what you dream about. 2 girls were laughing and whispering right next to me. No answer. Based on something? Maybe just based on the brain, her weirdness and her boundless illusions. Day and day spread slander me. I asked my mother what happened. Do you believe me? She laughed softly like the spring wind. You idiot, you're my only daughter. If only because of a bloodless child. It makes me feel jealous. It's my fault. I haven't given you enough love. That's right. It's because of the love and protection of the family. I am brave enough to stand against the lies of voodoo at school, but I didn't expect her face to be that thick. That afternoon when I got home, the first sight that hits the eye, it's taken me by surprise. Voodoo is wearing the hand of the Min family, laughing and talking. It's just that Ming's face is clearly reluctant. It's so hard to go crazy. When you see me, you hold your head up in a challenging way. You're back, researcher. It's like catching a savior. My prayerful blinking continuous signaling. I laughed at an old Ming family who was always calm and steady, but now it also seems helpless. Where is my brother? I asked if I was taking a shower upstairs. Master Ming answered the voice with resentment. Shower my lips. It's just an excuse to run away. Leave your brother to Cho Vivandu. My brother has been many times lying to me about the outrageous tricks. Once in the middle of the night. Wear thin pajamas. From the next building to knock on the door. I thought there was a rush to open the door. I can't believe she's having a nightmare about sleeping together. My brother is angry to the blue face. Immediately call the butler to take her home. If it wasn't for your mother, you'd have turned around. From there, every time I meet you, I dodge. Never be alone with her again. According to you, she's really sick and doesn't understand human language. I'll put my bag down and wash some fruit so you can help me. Jaemin stood up in a hurry to remove the fingerprint dewdrop. My sister let me help her. I'm clinging to a voice full of illusions. Men have to worry about careers. How can you do these things? I laughed softly. My brother's words are not wrong. I really have a disease. She's gone. Follow me into the kitchen, whispering arrogant eyes. The one I like is you. You can't compete. The future can only be you. I paused and laughed out loud. I don't understand where she got that confidence. They try never to keep an eye on a wise person. So blind. After washing, I carefully cut the fruit. And immediately win it. Wobbling out and calling out sweetly. Brother Jiamin. But Jiamin ran straight to his brother's room. I don't want to turn around. I don't care. Take the other fruit upstairs. If you see that, hold your plate. I knocked on my brother's door. Quickly pull me in and lock me up. Brother Ming. Open the door. I've cut fruit for you too. Standing outside, typing nonstop. Brother hugs bored face as if suffering torture. I really can't take it anymore. Just think about it. She will come home often. I saw using myself. I hold my arm tight. He shook his head hard and looked at me, his eyes almost crying for help. Good sister, you're my parents' treasure. I said, help me with them. Then he turned to Ming. His eyes seemed to say a lot of things. I nod yes. I don't want to either. Later, living in his own house without. The knock on the door stopped. Brother Ming, please leave the fruit plate outside. I've got some work to do home. I can't have dinner with everyone. The outside noise is fading away forever until you knock on the door and call the whole family down for dinner. My brother and I walked out. I can't believe that the real world is no longer there. Dinner that day, my family and the Min family have fun eating. Cozy atmosphere. It makes everyone feel relieved. After sending the Ming family home, I brought the whole thing to you. Tell me about it. I'm a good kid who doesn't hide anything. Even what happens at school tells the story. Listen, I just finished. Brother immediately opened the flood valve. Take all the anger. For many years I have been talking about. There's not a few things. This is the first time I've heard of it. It's so amazing. It's cold in the back. Your father gave you a visibly unhappy face, and my mother's eyes are wide open in a gaze filled with unbelief. He hugged my mother and said, don't be sad. You're just too kind. Fortunately, things haven't gone too far. I can still see his true face. Tomorrow we will announce out. Officially severed this relationship, but to save face, my family will still fund his education until college is over. Consider it fulfilling your responsibility. My father's proposal, neither my brother nor I objected. We know what you mean. This, if handled too harshly, I'm afraid it's going to be a topic for outsiders to talk about. They are used by bad people to the detriment of the company. It's not a lot of money for their house. It's like spending money to end the disaster. Totally worth it. Mom is different. She loves her own son so much. Think about the best of yourself. But procession of a scourge. She was so angry. I can't believe it was so much. No, I can't swallow this anger. How much jewelry have you given me over the years? Money for it. Now we have to reclaim it all. I can't let my daughter get raped. And he sits, not enjoying his mother's love. My brother and I looked at each other and laughed. The warmth in my heart is gone. Don't worry, we'll figure it out with you. At that moment I was happy to enter. On the handle of a warm water cup and a medicine bottle. Lady, it's time to take your medicine. As a habit, I took 2 pills and swallowed them with water. But strangely, it seems the medicine is a bit more bitter today. Usually a little. I was suspicious and quickly ignored it. After discussing the matter of VU and so on, I took a shower and went back to the restroom. Not long after lying down, my chest suddenly tightened in a hurry. My body was so weak I couldn't sit up. Luckily, she used to worry I was alone. Something unexpected at night. Put an alarm on the front of the bed. I can't believe he's a savior today. The bell rings. The lights in the villa turned on at the same time. My mother was immediately taken to the emergency hospital. When dawn comes, the bowel washing is done. I was pushed out of the operating room, in my mouth full of bitterness, stomach cramping, discomfort. I'm holding my hand. My voice is trembling. There's a problem with the medicine. The brother standing next to me replied, I'll go back and get that bottle for testing right away. I don't say another word. Leave now. The results returned, shocked the AI. There is a mixture of 2 types. It's almost identical in shape. One is my own medicine. One is fever medicine, sold out in the market. But these 2 have the opposite effect. With my already weak body, drinking must immediately cause chest shortness of breath. If a little more delay or a larger dose, the consequences can be death. The doctor sternly reminded, this fever-reducing medication, if overused, will damage the liver and kidneys. The patient must use the doctor's prescription, not to arbitrarily change. The sick room was engulfed in a heavy atmosphere. It's clear that someone deliberately switched drugs. Even if you want to take advantage of the drugs or quietly let me take a long-term my ultimate goal is to push me to death. My house only has cameras the whole way to keep my privacy. He must be someone in the house. They also take advantage of the right time. My family for monitoring system maintenance that launched. But he doesn't know. I still have a camera in my room, Mini Panda. I bought something just because it was cute, as well as extra room. I told my mother to call the villa immediately. Soon the phone rang and I picked it up. Your face is down, I see. Then he told us. I checked the camera in the lab. It was Vaivu who sneaked in and porridged tonight. When called out to confront, there is no more blood on the face. I dare not look at anyone. Stutter your child. My brother walked up angrily and grabbed her hand. I can't believe you're so cruel. Dare to take my sister's medicine. I almost didn't. Let go of me, Ravai. But I can't get out of my brother's hand. In front of my family, she was escorted to the police station. The camera in the room is clear evidence, not to mention the police were able to get a fever bill. The day she came home, Full evidence vi and so on, there is no way to deny. In the end, I just bow my head in the hope of alleviating her name admitted. There was a child in the village, taking too many fever medications lead to serious body damage. That day, after arguing with me, I hated him. She had a sinister intention. Actively learn about this drug. She knows I'm weak. If used for a long time, the body will definitely be exhausted. Until then, no one can detect the cause. When I die, their daughter's fate will fall into her hands. Her goal is to stand next to the Ming family instead of me, or at least their daughter. Through my brother. Sorry she didn't expect it. Antipyretic drugs that are antagonistic to the drug cause the disease to flare up quickly, and there's a camera in the room. To things that led to the whole plot. When I heard my confession, I just shivered. Someone just evil. Just as stupid as that, greed is shameless. The expression of reading the Tianjin story is fake. More than 180 minutes. I was in the hospital for a month. To the day of discharge, the sentence for Vi and so on has also been sentenced. For intentional murder, sentenced to 25 years in prison. She thought she could have lived a quiet life. Enjoy enough glory. But all was created by her own greed and malice. This is the price we pay for our calculations. Blind. After a period of treatment, my health has almost recovered. The body that used to be weak is now more resilient. I can walk in the sun without feeling tired anymore. Maybe even follow your brother and try Jiamin run a few rounds. My parents see me healthy every day. There's always relief in my eyes. My whole family's mood is different. Every meal, I can see the smile on my parents' faces. They're no longer worried about my illness. Instead, it's happiness to see girls day are radiant. Also, during that time, I noticed the strange change between my brother and Jiamin. If the two of you were just close friends, now their eyes on each other have added another layer. The warmth is hard to describe. I realized that I just need my brother to breathe for you. My husband immediately handed me a glass of water. My brother is the opposite. Always pay attention to every little detail around your home. In a dinner, I looked at my brother and sighed. You grow up thinking for the future. I just want the whole family to be happy. I just put the chopsticks down. Complicated eyes, but no objection. That was enough for us to understand. Parents do not fully support, but also do not prevent. They choose to quietly agree. Since then, the family atmosphere has remained harmonious. I'm healthy studying. Parents spend more time together. My brother and I whispered quietly next to each other. Not too ostentatious, but also not hiding. Family meals are filled with laughter. After the waves of their house, I finally found peace. Thank you for your time. Listen to today's story. I greatly appreciate the comments, suggestions, and feelings from you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. See you in the next story.